Big sprint of the day, the Coral Charge, Group 3, and Batash, the favourite at 5-2.
Sprinters in the gate. And they're off in the Coral Charge. Gold Dream a step slowly away. In the centre, Willie the Conqueror away alertly. Batash towards the far side rail is right up there, and so too is Gracious John. Mercer up against the far side rail. Towards the near side is Alpha Delphini. The first five are covered by only 2 lengths. Tis Marvellous is in a share of 6 together with Line of Reason. Gold Dream over on the far side. Muthmere is last but one, and the mare Spring Fling is last of the field in the charge as already they come towards the halfway point. Batash has gone clear now by 2 clear lengths. Mercer is giving chase in second. Gracious John is in third. Gold Dream now finds a seam up against that far side rail. Tis Marvellous and Muthmere trying to stay on towards the near side. They race now inside the final furlong. Batash is 3 to 4 lengths clear to Mercer racing in second. Gold Dream is back in third. The rest now are simply out of it. This is a one-horse race. It's a demolition by the 3-year-old Batash. Batash in a romp. Mercer was second and in third. Gold Dream, only one horse in the picture. That was Batash.
Batash, the winning favourite, 5-2. Dane O'Neill and Charlie Hills for Hamdan Al Maktoum. Mirza was second at 25-1, and Gold Dream at 6-1. Very easy victory. The charge goes to a horse who totally demolished this field, and once again from the perfect low draw over Sandown's 5 furlongs, as easy as he likes. A magnificent performance and a new track record. A big future, no doubt, lying ahead for Batash, who has recorded his second course and distance win in the hands of Dane O'Neill.
Dave, many congratulations. You've ridden Batash to a spellbinding victory really in the Coral Charge. How did he feel?
Yeah, very good. Listen, he's a horse blessed with a lot of talent. He's had sort of issues in the past, just mentally he's been a little bit immature, but they've done a very good job with him at Charlie's, you know, and as you see, he was gelded last year, and we're starting to pay dividends now. He's grown up a lot and he's accepting of it now, and he's got a bit of talent, yeah. What
did he do better this time than last time in the Scurry?
It's ridden very differently, but both occasions. Today my worry was he might not settle. I thought if someone landed on my girts, he might do too much. He's a typical sprinter, he likes to get on with it, and without the chance of getting cover I was worried that might happen, but he was very good in front. He relaxed and made it easy for me.
It's a course record. I mean, this is potentially a Group 1 performance in the making. Is that where you'd go with him next? There's no reason why he wouldn't go up to Group 1 company, is there?
You'll have to ask the signer, Hamdan and Charlie what they have in mind from, but he's certainly going that way, isn't he? And a performance like that tells it. So, yeah, hopefully it's onwards and upwards with a nice horse on our hands.
Dane, many congratulations.
Thank you. Cheers. Thanks.
Charlie Hills has trained the winner of the Coral Charge. It was Batash. It's his second win over this course and distance this season. Slightly different style today, but nonetheless incredibly impressive.
Yeah, we had a much better draw today, which obviously helped. So, you know, Dane was saying before he didn't think there'd be too much pace on. And I just said, well, look, just, you know, let him be in your hands, really. Don't try and fight him. So Dane did that perfectly and, you know, took full advantage, really.
He's a horse who promised a lot last year, and you didn't hide your confidence in him as a horse. What was it that went wrong last year? Why do you think he didn't show what he has this season?
Probably he was just a bit mentally immature last year. You know, went off favourite for the Windsor Castle and he played up badly in the stalls. And you know, he's been a bit back to shadow when he was gelded. And really, you know, he's been a breath of fresh air this year, and you know, he's training a lot better, a lot easier now, and I'm sure he's still hopefully some improvement to come yet.
And he's still a horse that seems you tried to keep the lid on him. He went behind a little bit earlier than the others, and Dane hopped off. Has he still got those quirks? Is he still a bit of a live wire in himself?
Definitely, yeah, he has. And you know, just need to be careful. Don't take any chances with him, really. I don't think, but he is certainly improving mentally. So we, you know, obviously coming back here helped because we've done it all before. So we just kept to the same routine, really.
None thought prices came in. Any idea of where we might see him next?
You know, I think a nice stepping stone would be Goodwood to King George. So we'll have a good look at that race before then.
Based upon that performance and what you know of him, does he deserve to take his chance at some point this season in Group 1 company? Is he a potential Group 1 horse?
Yeah, he broke the track record there. So you know, he's seriously improving. When he ran here 2-3 weeks ago. You know, he rated 100. He ran today off 109, so he's probably going to go up for that. So I'm sure, yeah, he's going to be up there in that bracket.
An exciting sprinter to go to war with. Many congratulations.
Yeah, thanks very much. Cheers. Thank you.
And on to the Coral Challenge, 2:25 at Sandown Park. Greenside well back before the off, 7-2 clear favourite.
That's it, they're in the gate. And they're off. They race over a mile, and GM Hopkins wasn't that fast away, and neither too was Order Combat from a wide post towards the outside. Going forward, however, is Muntazar, and Muntazar will now come and claim the lead, with Pactolus towards the inside, and Gloria Waits is also prominent, and so too in the firing line is Mythical Madness. Out very wide is Naval Warfare as they race towards the end of the back straight in the Coral Challenge, and it's a contested early tempo, with on the inside Muntazar taken on between horses as they go into the turn by Gloria Waits and Naval Warfare around the outside. Pactolus is racing on the rail and is in 4th place. Mythical Madness is in 5th, and then Rusamart around the outside in 6th. On the inside, Greenside in around about 7th, just in advance of George William. Order Combat on the inside, El Hayam, and then Ripoll, who's got more in front than behind, so too Manson, and at the back of the field is GM Hopkins, who blew the start. They're racing down towards the final 3, and it's Muntazar and Dane O'Neill still out in front, rallying towards the outside. Mythical Madness with Naval Warfare, and between horses Gloria Waits. Pactolus looking for room towards the inside, and so too is Greenside, developing towards the outside GM Hopkins, and so too is Rusamart as they race now with a furlong and a half to go in the challenge, and it is still Muntazar digging out in front by a length and a half. Now Pactolus, and against the rail is Greenside, is El Hayam down the wide outside with GM Hopkins as well. They've got a half furlong to go. On the outside, El Hayam and GM Hopkins. Towards the inside is Muntazar. It's El Hayam and Ryan Moore have the lead, and up towards the line, El Hayam wins. GM Hopkins in 2nd. On the inside, Muntazar, the long-time leader, in 3rd, followed by Order Combat and Manson.
Al Hayam at 8-1, the winner for Ryan Moore and indeed Sir Michael Stoute. GM Hopkins was 2nd at 8-1, and Muntazar back in 3rd at a big price at 12-1. And for a very long time, it looked like Muntazar might have had this race in the bag, but Ryan Moore bringing his horse through wide, really improved on his recent form. El Hayam runs on strongly on this faster ground to see off GM Hopkins, who missed the kick but absolutely flew home. And well done to Sir Michael Stoute, landing this Coral Challenge, and indeed this horse bouncing right back to form.
El Hayam has won the Coral Challenge, trained by Sir Michael Stoute. Is that more like it for this horse, Sir Michael?
Yeah, well, I thought he ran a good first race at Newbury. Probably got a little bit tired in the closing stages, and ran very well at Chester. He had to come from a long way back. Yeah. I should not have run him at Newbury on his last start. We were pretty convinced he wouldn't go on that sort of bad ground. So that was a negative. And he's been in good shape, and he's tough and honest.
And this ground suits him much better, does it? From here on in, you'll be looking for top of the ground for him, or certainly not soft?
Not soft ground, correct, yeah. And he'll probably get a little further than a mile.
And any plans for him? Still handicap route? Is he a horse that could develop into Pattern Company?
He's a long way off that at the moment. He's won that off 92. But he's a big, scopy horse, and hopefully he could improve.
Is he a horse that will be targeted at the likes of the Goodwoods and those sorts of races, potentially?
Well, we'll try and get as much money as we can.
Yes. I'm thinking the mile race at Goodwood. Is he in that? Is there a chance he can go there?
Yeah, well, I don't know off the top of my head, but we'll be looking for valuable prizes for him.
Quite right, he's won that well. Thanks for your time.
Thanks.
Race 4 on the card at Sandown Park. The Coral Distaff, Queen of Time, the favourite, 5-2.
And the fillies are in the gate. And they're off in the Coral Distaff. Taken back early is Tai Hang Dragon, and also just dropping in is Soul Silver, and it is Tis But a Dream who forges the lead in the hands of Sylvester de Souza, pulling quite hard towards the inside. Pavillon together with Queen of Time between fillies, and around there outside is Paco's Angel, and then there's a break of a length and a half to Dancing Breeze, who's got 2 behind in the early going. Soul Silver is last but 1, and Tai Hang Dragon is racing 6 lengths off the leader, who is is Tis But a Dream as the Coral Distaff field make the turn out of the back stretch. And it is Tis But a Dream who's out in front by a length and a half. Around the outside, Paco's Angel now in a clear second. Pavilion is in third. A further length and a half back to Queen of Time, who is racing in fourth. Around the outside, Dancing Breeze now together with Soul Silver, and still at the back of the field is Tai Han Dragon. 3.5 furlongs to go in the 15th running of the distaff, and it is Tis But a Dream who still has the lead to Paco's Angel, who's now asked to close by Shane Kelly and gets closer now with every stride towards the inside. Pavilion looks for racing room, may try and get the seam on the rail towards the outside. Dancing Clean is staying on as they race down now towards the final fill and a half. Tis But a Dream with Paco's Angel wandering now. Dancing Breeze on the outside with Queen of Time. On the inside is Pavilion. They're now well inside the final furlong. Tis But a Dream digging towards the near side is Dancing Breeze. Between those two, Queen of Time on the outside. Tai Han Dragon. Tis But a Dream holding on gamely, and it was a 5th win of the year for Tis But a Dream. What a really marvellous filly, and what a really game effort. She wins for the 5th time this year for David Ellsworth and Sylvester Sousa. Tis But a Dream takes the distaff.
Tis But a Dream, 7-2 the winner, Sylvester Sousa and David Ellsworth. Queen of Time finished second, the 5-2 favourite. 7 ran in the Coral Distaff, but what a performance and what a beautiful filly and a spectacular ride by Sylvester de Sousa. A very determined effort on that far side rail, gets into superb rhythm, and she's not only travelled well, she's battled like a demon to fend off 2 big efforts from Queen of Time and Dancing Breeze. Big performance from Sylvester de Sousa.
Sylvester de Sousa joins me. He's ridden the winner of the Coral Distaff, Tis But a Dream. She's gutsy in game, isn't she, Sylvester?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she ran a really good race at Epsom, and she ran a big race at Ascot the other day and a couple of weeks ago. And no, she deserved to get ahead in front in a listed race.
And it shows that she really wasn't the right side at Ascot last time, but being able to get out and make all on a turning track, does that suit her better?
It's that way. I fell in my side when I got to the front, and she just was idling a bit, and today she had the rail to gallop and follow, so it's suitable for her for sure.
She's not small, is she? Just having a look at her, she's got a bit of size about her. What about Trip? Will she get further than a mile in time?
Yeah, probably she goes to a mile and a quarter. It's a stiff mile today, and she done really well, so probably another extra furlong shouldn't be any problem.
You must be looking forward to Eminent. There's talk of him being ridden a little bit more prominently. Is that the plan, Sylvester?
Let's see how the races fall from the gates. It's no pressure.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
David Ellsworth joins me, having seen Tis But a Dream win the Coral Distaff. She's done that well, David, and she showed plenty of fight under Sylvester late on.
Yes, she did, didn't she? Yes, she's a tenacious little thing. We rather hoped she'd win at Ascot for her new owner, but she had seemed to be an unfavourable draw on the day. Nothing was winning over on the far side. Low draw, and she did a lot of running. Didn't get home that day, but pleasing today.
Is there a chance that a turn has suited her that bit better today, given the ride she got, or do you think she'd be fine if she went back over a straight mile in the future?
Oh, I think she's versatile. She went left-handed at Epsom, it was right-handed today, of course, and at Ascot she went straight. And she's also won at Lingfield and Kempton, which are both ways, so she seems pretty adaptable. She goes anyway.
What does the future hold for her? Any targets beyond this, David?
Oh yeah, we'll step her up in with the opposition. She'd probably go for Group 3 or something, small steps, and see. But she's certainly a well-related filly with potentially as a broodmare. She's got considerable value, I guess.
And she gets on very well with the jockey, seemingly at the top of his game at the moment.
I think she's won for about 3 jockeys. So we were very pleased to secure the services of Sylvester today, of course. But she runs for anybody.
David, many congratulations. Good luck with the future for her.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And on to the big one, the Coral Eclipse, all part of the British Champion Series, a clash of the generations, and it was the 3-year-old Cliffs of Moher for Aidan O'Brien, the 7-4 favourite before the off.
They're in the gate, and they're off in the Coral Eclipse. Breaking alertly Lightning Spear, but doesn't go on, is reined back, and it's Taj Mahal who moves on towards the outside of Eminent, racing in second and quite keen. Decorated Knight is racing in third. Cliffs of Moher on the inside in fourth. Saloon is in fifth. On the inside, Barney Roy is on the inside of Lightning Spear, who was taken right back by Oisin Murphy. Ulysses and Jim Crowley are last but one, and at long last is Desert Encounter unhurried in the hands of Sean Levy. As they make the run down the back straight, and it's Taj Mahal and Podrick Beggy out in front. It appears to be quite a muddling gallop here, and Cliffs of Moher was badly hampered there. Decorated Knight came right back into his lap, and Ryan Moore had to slam on the brake pedal there on Cliffs of Moher, who must have lost at least 3 lengths as they went midway down the back stretch. While all that was happening, his stablemate Taj Mahal has clear sailing at the head of affairs. Saloon is racing in second, and Eminent towards the inside is in third. Decorated Knight is in fourth. Cliffs of Moher now back on an even keel. He's on fifth on the inside of Barney Roy, and then towards the inside Lightning Spear, the nose-banded head of Ulysses, ridden chilly towards the rear of the field together with Desert Encounter. They make the turn inside the final half mile of the 2017 Coral Eclipse, and it's Podrick Beggy and Taj Mahal who still have the lead. In second is Saloon, and now into third is Decorated Knight, who just took a side broad bump there from Eminent. Cliffs of Moher is being driven along, kept in a pocket by Barney Roy. Ulysses has yet to be unleashed as they race now inside the final quarter mile of the Eclipse. Saloon with Decorated Knight towards the outside. Eminent is there, and Taj Mahal on the inside. Barney Roy with only a length and a half to find. Ulysses could be cantering all over them on the outside in the hands of Jim Crowley, and now he says go on Ulysses towards the outside, and he's now picking up to lead. Barney Roy tries to go with him. They've got 100 yards to go in the Eclipse. It's Ulysses who leads by a head. Barney Roy trying to get back on the inside as they hit the line. It is too close to call. On the near side, Ulysses. On the far side, Barney Roy in a nostril finish to the 2017 Coral Eclipse.
Ulysses at 8-1, Barney Roy at 9-4, Desert Encounter 50-1. What a race it promised to be, and what a finish we were treated to in the closing stages. Ulysses, who came there on the near side, with Barney Roy, of course, forcing that photo finish, but in the end, Ulysses, who travelled supremely, came wide under Jim Crowley, with Barney Roy receiving £10 from the winner, battling hard. An unreal performance from both horses. 2 generations, young versus the old, but the 2017 renewal of the Eclipse goes to Ulysses, and indeed Sir Michael Stead, another win in this great race.
Jim Crowley joins me. He's won the Coral Eclipse, a third domestic Group 1 for yourself, and on this colt Ulysses. Is it something about here? He travelled all over them, Jim. Did he give you a great feel?
Yes, he did, and you know it was a real plus riding him last time at Ascot, and you know obviously got to know him a bit better today, and a little bit rough early on down the inside, but we were all away from that, and he settled better today. He was a little bit fresh with me last time. Like I say, he cruised into the race nicely, and my only concern was not to get there too soon. You know, but you know, the other horse, the second, fought back, and but luckily we had his head down at the right time.
Did he surprise you, the feel he gave you, given the quality of the horses in that race, the way he travelled through his race?
No, not really. I mean, like I said, I got a fantastic feeling off him last time. Possibly might have got there a little bit too soon on him, having not knowing what he's like. A normal horse, you'd have got away with it, but I just felt I might have got there a fraction too soon on him last time. So that was in my mind today, just to not hit the front too soon.
It's a funny game with many twists and turns. This, you could have been on another horse in the race at one stage, but here you are on Ulysses and on the winner. You must be thrilled with that.
Yeah, fantastic. You know, things work out that in life, and luckily it's come my way today.
Jim, many congratulations.
Thank you.
Sir Michael Stout has won his 6th Coral Eclipse. Not many would have been closer than that, I wouldn't imagine, Sir Michael.
I'd say not any.
No.
Opera House was pretty close, but not as close as that, no.
What were your feelings inside the last furlong watching? Were you confident as a trainer?
Not confident, but very hopeful. I just felt he was holding on, and I wasn't at a good angle for the line, so I did not know. A lot of people congratulated me and said, well done, that was a wonderful horse race. I said, let's just wait and see if it was.
Let's wait for the announcement. Tell us about this horse, because he seems to really be showing his worth now as a 4-year-old, and particularly at this track, is that fair to say?
Yeah. But, you know, he's been to Santa Anita, he's been to Goodwood, he's very adaptable. He's only ever run one bad race. Well, it was a mitigation. He got knocked over twice in the Derby. He had no chance. They rolled him over. So he's very consistent.
And, of course, he ran over a mile and a half a couple of times last season. 3 starts at 10 furlongs this season. Would you be keen to leave him at that trip, or are we silly to rule out going back up?
Oh, yeah, don't rule out going back up, because he's won the Gordon, and you know, he ran a big race at Santa Anita, and he's not as keen this year. He settles better. He's got a mile and a half, yeah.
Have you been working on him at home to take that keenness out of him? Is there anything in particular you've done? give you a chance to pay yourself credit
look,
now.
I tell you what, Kevin Bradshaw rides him every day. Radcliffe looks after him brilliantly, and Kevin has done a wonderful job with this horse, and so is my head girl, Sarah Denif. Good teamwork.
And Jim Crowley rode him last time. He's given him a great ride today.
Piece of a ride, yeah.
Plans for this horse? Is there another race in mind?
Well, you know what he's in, but let's go home and see how he is in 10 days' time.
Many congratulations.
Thanks.
So Michael, sorry, could you just hold?
Lovely, cheers.
Okay.
Coral Marathon, registered as the Isha Stakes, was up next and nearly caught the favourite at 6-4.
And they're off with a 2-mile journey ahead of them in the Coral Marathon. And towards the inside, alertly away was Elisa, taken on by Oriental Fox, who really does like a severe test of stamina. Out a little bit wider, nearly caught, and widest of all in the early stages, Montali. Towards the inside is Gold Member, and settled at the back of the field is Fun Mac as they come up towards the packed enclosures here at Sandown with just over a circuit to go in the marathon. And it is Elisa and Shane Kelly out in front to Oriental Fox racing in second. And then a break of a length and a half to Quite Keen, Gold Member towards the inside of Nearly Caught. And then a further length and a half back to Montali, who is last but one. And Fun Mac is the back marker of the 6 as they reach the top of the hill. So it is the only filly, Elisa and Shane Kelly, who leads Oriental Fox. Joe Fanning in second. Gold Member, Sheen Murphy on the inside rail just in third. And then on that one's outside, James Doyle aboard, Nearly Caught. A further 2 lengths back to Montali in the hands of William Buick. And now alongside Jim Crowley on Fun Mac as now they make the run down towards the back straight, going towards the Coral Eclipse start. So they're racing now towards the final mile and a quarter. And it is Elisa, still leads by just over a length to Oriental Fox in second. And now they've gone some 3 lengths clear of Gold Member, who is in third. Nearly Caught is in fourth. Fun Mac has now taken 1 place. He's relegated Montali to be the back marker. So they go midway down the back straight, going on now towards the halfway point in the Coral Marathon. And it's still Elisa who leads the way. She's out in front by just over a length to Oriental Fox racing in second. And all the while, these two are going further clear. They've now got a break of 8 lengths over the next duo, who are Gold Member on the inside of Nearly Caught. And the last duo are Montali, who's alongside Fun Mac. So 2 by 2, they go towards the final 7 furlongs and on towards the end of the back straight. Shane Kelly, just a little off the rail on Elisa, has the lead, with Oriental Fox and Joe Fanning for company all the way down the back straight. Still, there's some 6 lengths clear of Gold Member and then Nearly Caught, Montali and Fun Mac. So little change in the order so far as they swing that far turn and they go towards the final half mile of the marathon. And still Elisa out in front, tackling this 2-mile trip for the first time today. She leads by a controlled length to Oriental Fox racing in second. Still the bigger group, showing no real signs of worry at the moment. Nearly Caught travels well, getting closer now. Montali is being ridden towards the outside on the inside. Gold Member and Fun Mac is the back marker. And now they're quickening up again as they race down towards the final 2.5 furlongs. And it's Elisa with Shane Kelly urging his filly for more. To the outside, Oriental Fox, who stays all day. Now Nearly Caught. He's going to angle towards the inside rail. Montali is now unleashed towards the outside. Nearly Caught did not get the run on the rail, had to be taken off heels. He now comes into the two-path. Montali has come alongside towards the grandstand side. Nearly Caught, though, has now rallied. He's got the lead, but he's hanging towards the inside rail. Nearly Caught is out in front for James Doyle, and Nearly Caught wins the marathon. To in second, Montali, and back in third, Elisa.
Nearly Caught, the winning favourite, 6-4, the Coral Marathon. Montali was second at 9-2, 3/4 of a length, separating the front two, but Nearly Caught doing enough. Third in this race last year, and has oozed class and stamina over this 2-mile trip. Montali always looked a big danger, looming up sides, runs a brilliant race, and also Elisa, the filly, sticks to the job to see off Oriental Fox, who will be in the mix for third, but job well done by Hughie Morrison and indeed James Doyle all the way to the line.
Nearly Caught has won the Coral Marathon under James Doyle. Slightly more patient tactics with the horse today. Is that fair to say, James?
Just the way the race panned out, really. The leaders went off quite quick. So we just elected to go to plan B. I mean, obviously plan A was to jump and let him use his stride, but the two leaders went off pretty quick.
And is that what he wants? He wants a couple of miles on pretty quick ground. Is that when the horse is at his best, do you think?
Yeah, I think 2 miles on this ground is perfect. Yeah, he's a pretty solid horse. You know, he's won some decent races at the Stern trips, and yeah, he's bounced back right to form. I think his record after running, backing up after a little layoff, his strike rate's pretty good doing that, and it showed that today.
And what about you? Your emotions going out there, having come second in what was a vintage renewal of a Coral Eclipse. What's it like going back out there? You just want to get the head back in front, do you?
Yeah, no, look. Yeah, it's frustrating when you only get beaten nose, but you know it was a great race. Two good horses hitting the line, and yeah, you just go out for it like any other race. You have to pick up your game and just go out there with a positive attitude.
And just on Barney, was he finding again for you at the end there? Was he picking up again at the end of that 10 furlong?
Yeah, he was. Look, I mean, my worry beforehand, I expressed how this track can be quite tricky, especially for a horse only having his 5th run, and that you know, I'm not using that as an excuse, but I think my fella's just going to keep improving. You know, I feel like the last day I felt like that would make a man of him. I felt like the Guineas would make a man of him, and I think, you know, there's no end to him improving. I think he'll just keep on improving, and I think today as well will have made a man of him again.
Many congratulations for that win, and well done on Barney Roy as well, James.
Thank you. Cheers. Thanks.
Congratulations to Hughie Morrison, who has trained the winner of the Coral Marathon, Nearly Caught. He's a fab horse, isn't he? And is this what he wants? 2 miles and pretty quick ground?
Well, he's not really made to like quick ground. He'd really need good ground. It's only because he's incredibly brave that he's actually won today. Really, he's pretty quick at it, too quick from it Ascot, and probably too quick from it here. But he's probably, he is the best of this lot on this ground.
Where does he go next? He go back to France, possibly on his travels. I know he's got an Irish entry as well in the ledger over there.
Yeah, that's the possibility. We could go to either the Kerguelen in France in August, would be what he won last year. Group 2, he won a listed after 3rd here last year in France, but he's not eligible for that. So, yeah, I expect he'll go to the Kerguelen.
And he's versatile as well, isn't he? He can be up with the pace. He's taken back a little bit more here by James.
I don't think he could keep up with them.
Yeah, fair enough. Just pay tribute to James. Disappointment in the previous race, but he's come out and won that.
I thought that was a great ride after the disappointment of the last, being beaten so close in such a big race, and I thought they gave it a really professional ride. Didn't panic. He was meant to make all and didn't need to.
I'll let you go and collect your prize. Well done, Hugh.
Thank you.
Thank you.